I love it. Wait, what
That's
is
as
that
good
like a
as it will
Captain
get.
America? Captain America?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It is.
look. You can help me. So I'm going to show you which hats, and I want you to tell me which one that I should wear while people are greeting. Okay?
Okay, you even have more than one?
Yeah, I have more than one. Okay, ready?
Wow. Okay. It's like
That's one.
Justin Timberlake.
Did you say Justin Timberlake?
Yes, I did. Well, I think this is more funny.
Okay, good. Keep moving.
Oh wow, it's even more than two. Yes,
Oh, that's a yes?
that's definitely my favorite.
Oh, I found it. Oh, this is a good one.
This is cool.
Ho, ho, ho,
Wow,
Marie.
that's scary.
Clouds are scary. Yeah, we know. And yeah. Okay, so out of all those, which one should I do?
Ah, that's a tough one.
I know.
I think I still like the red one best.
The
How do you call her in the US?
Raggedy Ann, right? There's a
Wow.
character called Raggedy Ann and Andy. So let me see if I can show you. Oh wait, shoot, I need pictures, images. Oh, the wonders of the internet. See, Raggedy Ann.
Oh, that's different than what I thought. I
Really?
thought it's like the character from Astrid Lindgren.
From what?
I have no clue. Probably you don't know her. What? Let me see if I can find her English name.
Yeah, put it in the chat room if you can give me a link.
And if people join later on, they're gonna think, what the fuck did they do there? Well, apparently her English name is Pippi Longstocking.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pippi Longstocking. Okay, so that I have to do this, right?
Exactly.
Pippi Longs. That's what Pippi Longstocking. I used to love Pippi Longstocking. I watched it all. Pippi Longstocking. Okay.
That's an awful English name.
Pippi Longstocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. Oh, hold on a second. Let me try. I'm gonna move this here. Oh yeah, that might work. And put this here, and then put this here. Okay, ready? And kabam.
That's needs a second to load. Yes.
Yeah, the pigtail. The pigtails is what is the key. Like I need some coat hangers or wire inside, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well you got to keep your hat on then, because we're gonna greet people
Okay.
here anytime soon.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because like you said like it sort of starts 11:30,
Yeah, I said I
but
would be here at 11:30. So like, so yeah, tell me something that's going on. Tell me what's happened since I last saw you.
well again like not that much because it was Friday evening. Now we have Wednesday evening, so like not sure how it is in the US, but over here like all companies it feels like everything is much slower than usual
Yeah.
because a lot of people are already like working part-time or yeah, working from home with kids, trying to find a balance.
How old are your kids?
I don't have kids.
Oh, just other people. I guess what you're saying.
Yes, exactly, just other people, not me.
So do you want to see the funniest story about somebody who has kids?
Yes.
You just have to. There we go. So you only have to wear it like the first 3 or 5 minutes. After we get everybody in and we get a group shot, then you can take it off if you like. But we got to greet people. Okay. So my friend is the CEO, right? He's the CEO of a what do they call it? Public relations, PR, right?
Yeah.
And so he goes in and on an earlier post, here I'll show you. Like, come on, I gotta scroll. There we go. He showed me this. He said, "Hey, you ask how goes quarantine? Well, we bought an air track so that Kaylee, his daughter, can get her tumbling reps in, and Madden has a chance to work out those dance moves. That just means we are out of room in the house, and my office is now in the closet
Oh, wow.
as of tomorrow. Look at this. Look at this office. He got thrown into his closet, right?
Wow.
Stay tuned on how
Well,
this
I mean,
closet bedroom gets decked out, right? Cheer, Dad." So here we go. Yeah. Somebody
it's a
said,
nice
"How
bed.
long until?"
Like it's a nice closet.
His text message says, "How long until dinner? I'm in the closet and can't hear anything." And his wife, I think, says, "We already ate it." So here we go. Here's his office. He converted it from this first picture. Look what he did. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
This is bar is a dead giveaway, though. The bar is a dead giveaway, which is you're calling me from your closet. I don't have to ask Aaron, right, too, because I know he's straight, but when are you coming out of the closet? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so that's his reality. Could you imagine?
Wow.
See, aren't you glad now you don't have kids?
Yeah. I think given the current circumstances, that's fortunate.
Okay, I think we may have done this on the other one too. I was going to do this anyway. So, share. Breakout. I just got to look in some other control. I think I have that. Hold on a sec. Oh, okay. Whiteboard. Okay, here I'm going to start this in the background. And okay. Let's see, here are the controls. So now I believe I should be able to give you remote control, accept all requests. Okay, so Marie, here, I'm gonna show you first, hold on. So I'm gonna draw something on here about where I live. So let's see, I'm gonna actually do this one, which is much easier. I'm gonna draw a cup of coffee. And I am John. Okay, now.
Maybe I should. I'm just gonna get a mouse because
Oh, okay,
else
yeah.
using the touchpad that will be super hard.
It might be easier. So
You
when you
think
come
so?
back, maybe try it. So you're in control now.
I almost can't
Oh,
imagine.
sorry. Hold on, Marie. Before you are in control, let me go and get something else. Hold on. I got to get our participant map up. And okay, now you are in control. So if you can draw a little something, you have to accept control, I believe. There you go. You're controlling my screen. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I think I just had to click something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this will be super crappy.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's working.
No. Yeah, it sort of is working. It's super slow, so really hard for me to estimate. Well, I'm gonna be busy for a while because I'm attempting to draw a bike.
Go to what?
A bike.
Oh. Right, you work at that e-bike company, right?
Yes, and I'm in Amsterdam, so wow. I think that will be like the worst bike I ever draw.
You have permission today. It's April Fool's Day. It's okay. Oh, that's right. I actually have my other camera turned on. I have to change off camera for a second. There you go. The seat. Hello, Teresa.
Hey. Oh, I forgot my hat. Dang it.
Go get it.
Okay.
You got time. 10 minutes. It's harder than you think, huh, Marie?
It definitely. I think I'm more struggling with like writing my name
Yeah, it makes a
than
bike
with
look
drawing a
easy.
bike.
I'm going to take my hair. My Australian bush hat.
Ooh, is that like a bolero?
I don't know what it is.
I'm done.
Okay, you done, Marie? Okay, hold on. I got to switch cameras. So I'm going to take over the mouse. Wait.
It's Jackaroo.
A jackaroo.
A
Jackaroo.
Jackaroo.
Okay. All right. Teresa, it's your turn. So you're going to ask for control for the mouse. So you can see the
Okay.
remote control. You're going to draw something that determines where you are. So look, I did a cup of coffee. Duh.
Yeah.
Marie did a bike because she's in Amsterdam. If you've never seen the bike parking lots in Amsterdam, they're amazing.
I
Yes,
love Amsterdam. It is
I
one of
love
my
Amsterdam. Oh,
favorite.
yeah. So my son and I had a stopover there for 24 hours, and I took him downtown, and we took one of the boat rides, and I didn't know it, but it was like whatever. I don't know what the festival is called, but it's like the Gay Pride Festival where all the boats are decked out. They're all like disco boats, and they basically have thousands of people sitting on the edges and dancing. And my son was just blown. It just blew his mind, right?
Wow.
yeah, I can
How old was
imagine.
he?
Teresa, can you get control of the mouse yet or not? So you go to the bar and it says remote control.
Yep.
It's waiting for Teresa. It should auto accept you. So you do have to say yes on your side.
I did.
Okay. Move the mouse. Uh-oh. Yep, that's fine. Oh, you did it.
Yep.
It's a hula hoop.
Ha ha.
Is it a witch's hat? That's a
It's
really big space needle, Teresa.
I know it is, isn't it? But you know what it is? Ta-da! It's actually a spaceship.
It's a spaceship.
Yeah, it's a space needle.
Okay. The space needle is a spaceship, if you didn't know. Men in Black.
Right?
So Teresa, as you're writing your name, can you tell us what's happened since the last time I saw you? Have you used any of these skills anywhere? Done anything?
God, John, I am so busy right now. It's insane.
That's great to hear, I think.
Yeah, it is.
7 more minutes to draw. Those of you who showed up early, you're getting the bonus initiative. This bonus initiative is called Where in the World Whiteboard. So you turn on your whiteboard and you allow everyone to accept control for the whiteboard. And as soon as Teresa's done, I think
I'm done.
Zeddy beat it. So Zeddy, you're going to ask for remote control. So you're going to click on your bar for remote control and try and take over the mouse when Teresa's done. It's good to see you, Ketty, by the way. Yay.
Hi,
You can unmute.
John.
So do you see how to get remote control yet? It's on your toolbar on the bottom.
No, I don't have it.
So Teresa's has it. So here, actually, Zeddy, I'm going to do this. Hold on. I'm going to give it to Ketty. Oops. Here we go. Okay, so you need to accept control for controlling my screen.
Where should I accept it?
There should be a button. So look where the mouse is. There's a mouse on the toolbar now. It's to the right of the share button.
Sure, but
Oh yeah, you're controlling my screen, Ketty. Yeah, look at you.
okay. Okay, so I need to draw something.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Tell me what you're calling in from Slovakia.
I'm calling from Georgia. At the
Oh,
side
Georgia,
of
the country, of course. Do you have any idea how many times I told people about you, Ketty? Okay, go ahead. Now, Ketty, draw something. And you, by the way, you need a hat after you're done drawing.
I need a hat.
Yeah, because Zita figured it out. Zita got her hat. Zita, I love that you went and got your hat, a bike helmet. That's awesome. So, Zeddy, you need to draw something from your country, like where you're from. So, Teresa made a space needle. Marie made a bicycle, and I made a cup of coffee, which I'm still drinking, by the way.
Okay. I will have hat. So everybody has hat, so I need hat.
One at a time. We have to do it one at a time because only one person can control my mouse. This is where we use teamwork. That's what I need, a Zoom outlet where 5 people control, the center. Like, have you ever seen the team building initiatives where 5 people have to pick up and carry an object and drop it somewhere? I don't know how to do that yet, but we got to call Zoom. I believe this is a Georgian flag.
No, it's the Georgia itself.
Oh, yeah, it's a picture of Georgia. I got it. Thank you.
Let's see. Difficult to do this way. Ah.
I just
Very
love
difficult.
Ketty. I just practiced all last week, and I could say I have to deliver it like this. You have no idea where people have been coming into this class. We had people from Slovakia, Hungary, Georgia, not the state, the country.
I'm trying to show people where it is. So it's Russia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you have to give Zita time. So now you just have to sign your name, or you can sign a Z.
Ah, okay.
Oh. It's beautiful. Now just put a Z like Zorro, right? Just put a Z for you, for Zeddy, because I'll know.
Okay.
Okay, great. Let's see. So Zita, go ahead and try and ask for remote control. So hopefully you can see this. Hold on, I'm gonna try and go to Zita. There we go. And you need to. So there's a little mouse button to the right of the share button. There you go. You got it.
I just pushed it. So
Yeah.
what my task is?
Draw something that's from your location. So I drew a cup of coffee. Marie drew a bicycle because she's from Amsterdam. Teresa, Space Needle, and Zeddy drew Georgia, the actual country. So it could be an object or a place or something that represents, right? Like Seattle is coffee, right? Here she goes. It's a bong. Oh no, that's April Fool's Day. I'm sorry. We're from Washington. We get to make all these jokes. I think it's wine. I don't think that's right either.
Yeah.
It's a test tube?
No. I mean, yes, it's a bottle.
It's a decanter.
I don't know.
It's the cure for coronavirus.
People think it is.
This is kind of like actually like a version of not Pictionary. What's the drawing game where you draw and people have what?
Activity, no? I mean,
yeah, activity. No, but there's a name for the game where somebody draws and everybody else's guess. Michael Haskett probably knows the name. Why am I blanking the name? Michael Haskett, what's the name of the game where somebody draws and we all guess what it is?
Pictionary?
Yeah, I thought it was Pictionary too.
Pictionary. Yeah.
That's the brand name. I thought there
Pictionary.
was a name before that. That was just like, okay, so what did you draw us?
I draw a bottle of Palinka. That's an alcohol.
Yeah.
That's an alcohol beverage, house made at home, and it can be about 52% alcohol, above 50, and it's made of fruits. Yes,
Fruit.
typically it's made of yeah, whatever fruit.
Got it, Zita. Thank you so much.
So
Michael,
this
before
is
you
very Hungarian.
Michael, before you get a hat, first you're going to request control of the mouse. So I'm going to try and click a button here for you. Michael, you have two Michael Haskett, so I don't know which one. Just click on the screen. So use your mouse. Yeah, there you go. And draw something from where you're at.
Oh, that wasn't it.
You try again. Marie, you know I'm wearing this just because of you. I just want to remind you. It's a cat.
Well, that was so hard, wasn't it?
It's a very large mouse.
No, it's a cat. Let's go with a cat. Although I had a mouse attack me yesterday, so maybe it is a mouse.
So write your name next to it, so we know it's you.
It is Pictionary. I Googled it.
Crap. All right, Pictionary. Fine. I thought, like, you know, the generic name is like with charades or something. Okay, Michael, I'm going to take over the mouse. Hold on. Let's see if I can abort control here so I can take over the mouse. Fantastic. I think almost everybody is here. And I can expand this window and hopefully this will work. Oh, Roger's here. Oh, look at Roger's got a hat. Okay, Michael, get up and get a hat and come back. Okay.
I have a hat. I just hate hats, so I'll put it on.
Oh, there it is. All right. Thank you for that. Okay.
Roger, are you from Canada?
I am.
Me too. Where, what part?
Vancouver.
Okay, very good.
And what about you?
Born in Edmonton, lived in Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal.
Hi. Oh, I love Montreal too.
Yes. Yeah, great city.
It is fun city.
Okay. Well, thank you for those who showed up early. You got to participate in the bonus round of Where in the Whiteboard is. So this is a great activity as people are logging in to keep them engaged as well as finding something. And so thank you for that. Roger, what a great end piece. Oh, that's right. I forgot that he had that. Okay. So thank you for joining. It's 12:01, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I got to actually start a Facebook piece here thing on the side. While we do that, why doesn't let's see, I do have an initiative here. What's my initiative? Oh, not this one. This one. Oh, okay. Roger Haskett, while I set up Facebook streaming, will you please review what the 4 letters GRRR stand for by involving the rest of the group? Can you do that?
Okay, I don't know if I'll remember all of them. So everyone was at the first session, right? So everyone should remember this. So who knows what G stands for? Michael? Teresa, let's hear it from you. I like you. Teresa, you and I share a hat.
I know you like my horn. Well, this is my regular hairpiece, and then I added this, so I look really crazy. But
So
good afternoon, good morning, everyone. The G stands for goals.
Nice, that's right. Who's got the first R? GRRR, right? So what's the first R?
I do.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Over there, Teresa.
Rules.
Yeah, I think it's rules, right? It's goals, rules. Oh yeah, that's right. What's the next R? I know this one. What is it? Zeta? Zeta? Oh, we can't hear you. Wait, can I control that? No, I can't.
I was on mute.
All right.
Sorry. Hi. So it's rhythm.
Rhythm. Yes, that's the one I really like. The rhythm. And the last R is who's got the last R? It's what we all
Results.
want.
Results.
Results. That's right. So goals, rules, rhythm, results. Sweet.
Awesome. Roger, you did a fantastic job, right? Thank you so much. I'm giving you the smiley face. And now let's get going on with this. Thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate each of you here. Yes, Teresa, hitting the applause button. Love it. Jaxa, you need to get a hat, by the way. It's hat day. And so come on, it's April Fool's. We're broadcasting live to Facebook Live. Let's just show the world, right? Even though our lives are really disrupted, that you can still have a fun time, right? April Fool's Day. Okay, so thank you again. Oh my God, Mitch Simon, thank you so much, and come in and get a hat. So let's get on with this, and I'm gonna share some stuff with you. Here we go. Okay, so thank you for Where in the World Whiteboarding. You guys now, again, are part of, hold on a second. Oh, I gotta share my screen, not the whiteboard. Virtual Team Building 2. So welcome, Rug. And so today is gonna be, you know, I designed this program and 90 minutes is not enough, but I'm going to attempt to engage you incredibly well in a somewhat designed program for 90 minutes. With the real goal here, though, and I hope that you felt the same way I did at the end. You know, I love the first class, and it just ends too fast. They're just like, I want more. I want some more initiative. Someone told me they stayed on the call and they're like, I just want to sit here and just hang out a little bit more. And so I really, really appreciate that. And here we go. So now that's what the goals are for today. We got a chance to review this. So Roger did this for me. Thank you so much. So G, of course, is goals, right? Rules and rhythm and results. So you are here to really look for new ways so that you can make these results with your groups. Oh, and Zita, I love that you brought us a guest. My attendance numbers are soaring, so thank you so much. So again, my goal is show you as many team building initiatives in 90 minutes to help you and your teams. So that's what my goal is. So we're gonna start with renaming networking. So rename network is that you're gonna have your name and your location and one word. So the way to do that is you're gonna click on your button in just a second. You're going to click rename and you're going to change it to your first name and your last name, your location, and then one word that kind of describes what's happening around you today. Again, name, location, and one word. So I'm going to stop sharing. And now we've got a window. And so now even I have to change mine. So I'm John Chen, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. And my one word, one word. I'm just flat out excited. You have no idea, right? I mean, I'm excited to be here with you. And so now you need to do this. So I used to do it for you, but now you're in control. So right click on your face and change your name, your location, and your one word. So Marie's got her name and her location. By the way, that's great, Marie. Marie has set this up by default, right? So that's something you can do in your Zoom or whatever video settings. And you can see it's such a big help and people will pick up to that. So Zita said, I'm calling in from Hungary and I've got a bike, right? Teresa is calling in from Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, Teresa, I miss you being here in Seattle. She's saying that she's hopeful. Morag is from Colorado, and Morag, when you get off the phone, you can add a word. John's friend, so that's Mitch, and he's from San Diego. He's excited. Roger is in Vancouver. He's hopeful. So Jaxa, if you can't figure it out, again, right-click. You can also right-click in your name in the participants window. There's a little dialogue button that comes up. It'll say more, and then you can say rename. And if you are stuck, just hit me in the chat room, and I will fix it for you. So we're almost everyone here. Oh yeah, Marie says cat. Okay. I'm not sure why she said cat, but Teresa says collaborate. Very nice word. Michael says amazed. Okay, cool. So Jackson, you can catch up as you go along, but I'm going to move along here. So that's one of the great ones here is rename networking. I actually had a friend, he actually changed his virtual backdrop to be the words, and it actually gave instructions saying rename yourself, right? And it told people what to rename themselves. Oh, there we go. Jesselyn, Jersey Shore, grateful. Wait, and now I can do my Jersey Shore. That's my best Jersey Shore impersonation. I'm getting a head nod. No. Okay. It is April Fool's Day here on Virtual Team Building. So great. That's rename networking. And let's see, rename networking. What I'm going to do here now is I'm trying to keep track of that stuff. So I'm checking in, and everybody has checked in. Now, let's get on with this. So let's do, you guys learn go ahead caller, but we're going to do a go ahead caller race. And so in this race, what we're going to do is, of course, I'm going to time it. Oh, geez, I need a timer. And I want your name and the emotion you're feeling about this session. The name and the emotion you're feeling about this session, right? So I will run air traffic control, but we're going to try and do this as fast as possible. So in this case, when I check in, it's saying, this is John, and I'm feeling excited. Okay, so you can use a different word too. Oh wait, the emotion you're feeling about this session, right? So My name is John, and I'm hopeful. So then you people would signal, and we're going to try and do this as fast as possible so that we don't take a long time checking in. So please unmute or get ready to unmute. And I will start, and I will say who goes next in which order. Okay, my name is John. I'm feeling hopeful. You have to signal me.
Oh,
Roger, and then Michael.
my name is Roger. I'm hopeful and excited.
Good. Michael.
I'm Michael, and I'm very excited.
Mitch, which is John's friend.
I'm John's friend, and I'm curious.
Zita, and then Ketty.
Hi, I'm Zita, and I'm curious too.
I'm Katie and I'm grateful.
We got Marie.
I'm Marie, and I'm very excited as well.
Now go Teresa.
Teresa, excited.
The other Teresa, excited.
Oh yeah, both Teresas nailed. Good, thank you for that. Morag is still busy. Oh, she's got her hat on, she got ears. So it's Jocelyn or Morag, who wants to go? We're just checking in your name and one word to describe how you're feeling about this session. No pressure.
Jocelyn, optimistic.
Good, Anne?
And Morag, I'm curious.
Bingo. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people, and we checked in 67 seconds. Give yourself a round of applause. So remember how long this took us the first time?
Yeah.
Right, it took like 20, 30 minutes, right? And people, it's okay sometimes, because sometimes people need to decompress. That's about making emotional safety. But this is what I'm talking about, rhythm. When you have rhythm, you can take a 20-minute process and make it one. And like, now I know you're all checked in and I know kind of where you're at. And it didn't take long, right? 67 seconds. So that's what I'm looking at. This isn't back to the racing metaphor. Go slow to go fast. Yeah. And what I mean by that is take time to make sure everybody's technology is working. You don't make any assumptions. So you know it's going to take longer the first times. But as you meet with the same group over and over, you can make that time smaller and smaller. And look what we did. I mean, we had a 90+% time savings, right? From 20 minutes to like 1. And that gives your team more time to talk, right? So this is Go Ahead Caller. Thank you very much. Okay, the next one we have,
John?
Yes, go ahead, Roger.
So I watched a movie. I can't remember the movie, but this stuck with me in the movie. They said, slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So this relates to your rhythm comment.
I know the movie.
Oh,
I know the movie. I watched it recently. It's about the art of driving in the rain. And if you want a movie that's going to make you cry,
I read the book. Yeah.
It's about a guy and a relationship and a dog, and it is one of the best. Me and my girlfriend were crying on the airplane because I'm a car guy. I'm not really a dog person, but I like dogs. But it was, yeah, that's where that comes from. So thank you so much. Roger, if you get a minute, chat that in there. Meanwhile, we're going to do this. Let's see. We're going to start this one. It is currently 12:12. Okay. So we did that, and then we did this. Oh, look at that. I'm ahead of schedule. Okay. So we're going to do some matching and mirroring. Okay. So this whole next section is all around video icebreakers. So I'm going to rapid fire a whole collection of video icebreakers. And one of the things I'm going to ask you to do is to mirror me. So for many of you who are coaches or leaders and communication experts, you know about matching and mirroring. Actually, let's find out what we know. Does somebody here know something about matching and mirroring? If you do, raise your hand. Okay, I'm going to go to Teresa.
Mirroring is when you repeat back to whomever you're speaking to what they've just said to you using your own words.
And the key about matching and mirroring, right, is that we communicate with our body language. And here's the secret, right? Matching and mirroring, it gets you in rapport with other people. People like themselves is quite often used with that. And while sometimes you can go over the top with it, I can tell you this. I have a story about matching and mirroring. And when somebody taught me this, we got into groups of 3, right? So let's pretend like I'm with Teresa and Michael. So Teresa imagines a very strong emotional moment. Michael coaches me to match all of her movements, including breathing, shoulder position, right, head position, leg, arm position. And we did this and then held it for 5 minutes. And when I came out of it, I don't know this person. I've never met Teresa in this case. And I said, wow, I saw a church, and I saw a white church. I saw stained glass, and I saw that you were in the front row and that you were kneeling and that you were making a big decision. Teresa comes back to me and she goes, oh my God, I was in a church that's in Tennessee that has stained glass. It's the one we attend every Sunday. I'm in the front row and I'm thinking about leaving my husband. That's what matching and mirroring can do. It can have you the ability to get you connected to your people, and everyone's feeling disconnected now. So, right? So this is kind of a piece that around there. I don't know where you are with this, but there is some science to matching and mirroring, and I highly think that you should look it up. Because now what you're going to do is that you're going to attempt to mirror everything I'm doing for these next pieces, okay? So the first one we're going to do is, well, you know, I told you that video is so important, right? So as I'm talking, you can shake your head. So nod your head and saying, yes, John, that's great. Love that. Yeah, Jocelyn. Okay, excellent. So more, I gotta agree. Yes, there you go. Okay, I got you. Okay, the next one now is give me a thumbs up and say, yeah, yes, I'm totally in for it, right? And then like, this is the other one, right? Then you can do this one. Go, it's in front of your face. There you go. That's it. Teresa's got it. Go, Kelly, in front of your face. Okay. Okay, now, people said something, right? Bad April Fool's joke. You're like, John, it's too early, right? Boo, right? Boo. I love that. I feel like the Greek Romans, you know, like, off with his head, boo, right? Okay. Now, you know, in this session, lots of stuff's going to happen in here. And I just hope once during this session, sometimes even more, it could be twice or 3 times, that you could have your mind could be blown. Oh my God, did he really just do that? Okay, match me now. Look at the delay. I can tell how long the delay is. Perfect. Thank you so much. Mind blown. Okay, now let's do high five. Come on. Well, you can't do real high fives anymore, but so let's do the virtual ones. High five. Bam, to the camera. There you go. Very good. Okay, now, you know, some people don't like high fives, so you got to do the fist bump. Bump it up. Boom. Boom. You guys, this is going to be great video. You have no idea. Okay, let's do real applause, all right? You can unmute. I actually want to see what this sounds like. So unmute. And to your camera, let's hear applause. Ready? Yay! Good job, everybody. Woo! And cut. Kenny, I love Kenny. Kenny's still into it. I'm like, oh, I feel so good. It's like it was for me. Okay, so that's applause. Okay, so you know, now you can, like, you guys are going to teach me 20 other things, but because once you get these ideas, you're like, oh, I could do this. So I couldn't have, you know, first one is like, remember when you used to do shadows as a kid? This is an eye, right? And so you could do the eye. Oh. Yeah, now you got to figure out, are you matching or mirroring your video? Okay. The eye looks the other way. All right, and one more time. It's just good stretching for your neck. You've probably been sitting at your desk too long. Okay, excellent. So that's the eye. Okay, so now you can get into memes. Now, I apologize for those of you who don't know 80s music, especially American 80s music, but you probably know this one, which is like the band The Bengals did this, which is Walk Like an Egyptian. Okay, so you can maybe stand up, back up a little bit. You can walk like an Egyptian. More rackets, come on. It's you get. Yeah, that's good, good. Okay, switch the other direction and walk like an Egyptian. Okay, perfect. All right, great. And now we have enough people on here. I am a fan of the 80s, and I used to love watching Brady Bunch, right? The Brady Bunch. So now look at your screen, you're like, oh my God, this looks like the opening part of Brady Bunch. So what you're gonna do, we're gonna take about 15 seconds. You wanna look in every direction, up and down, left and right, and you also wanna go in the diagonals, right? So now, randomly in any order for 15 seconds, go ahead and now look in every direction.
Here's a story
14
of a man named Brady.
13
Who was busy.
12 11 10
had hair of gold
9
like their
8
mother.
7 6 5 4 3 2 And back to me. 1. Very good, Brady Bunch. Again, good stretch, net stretching, right? Took 15 seconds. And by the way, once you see this video, I'm going to clip this part just for you, Brady Bunch. Okay, the last one is, Zoom has a cool new feature, which you're going to see today, called breakout rooms, okay? So breakout rooms go out, and we're going to have sidecar conversations. So obviously, you see I'm talking a lot, but you know, it's really engaging when you have these smaller conversations, especially as the group gets large. So one of the cool things, though, is when it comes back, that everyone comes back into the main lobby like they're beaming in, like it's Captain Kirk, like it's Star Trek. Geez, I am a kid of the 80s. So I want you all on the count of 3 to strike a ridiculous pose, a ridiculous pose. I'm getting props. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Roger's got a lot of energy, but Teresa's use of the close-up camera is very, very good. Okay, so when we come back from the breakout, right, make sure and make a ridiculous face. I also have to figure out the breakouts because I think the recording stopped, so I have to re-record once I get back into the breakout room. Okay, if you do get assigned to a breakout room, could one of you please record? I think I need somebody else to record if you're in a breakout room that I'm not in. So designate a leader and press record, and then send me the file afterwards. Strike a pose. Oh, okay. The next one is called 1 to 10. It's very easy. How did you feel when your city first got on lockdown? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is sad or angry or hurt. 10 is like, oh, I'm super excited, we're on lockdown. So just give me a number from 1 to 10 when your city gave a stay in place or stay healthy order or whatever. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Zita, wow, Zita, I get 9. Zita, why did you feel like a 9 or 10 when your city gave the in place order? I'd be curious.
Because I am commuting usually daily 2 hours. So now I can stay home.
Nice.
So you can work from home. So you're actually happy about this, right? Good perspective. I like that. Okay.
Very much.
And last one is 1 through 10, right? How hopeful are you that you will get through coronavirus with the resources you have? How hopeful are you? 9s and 10s. 9. I want to hang out with you. If I get quarantined, I'm going to get quarantined with you people. Last but not least, this is a hat party. Somebody actually gave this to me 2 sessions ago, a hat party. She came in with the Mickey Mouse ears, Morag, and so and gave us the idea for this. So I kind of want you to get into the camera so that you can show off your hat, and I'm going to take a picture. Okay, ready? So get close. 3, 2, best smile, and 1. Okay, I got it. I got to put it into a paintbrush, otherwise I'm going to lose it. La-da-da. And this is the nice part about an operator. You know, this is the other thing that you want to think about is if you do a lot of these meetings, is thinking about having a producer, right? Roger knows. Look at Roger shaking his head. He goes, because sometimes you can be on stage like this. And I was talking about, like, I'm starting to look for training other people like this to do the session, because this session's so popular. And everybody's not me. I am juggling a lot of stuff back here. You have no idea. And so the ability to do this, I believe, with a producer it would make me more effective too. And I just don't have one here with me right now, but I am looking to do that. So anyways, those are video icebreakers. If you guys had a great time. Oh yeah, the other type of applause we did, again, I'm gonna remind you, is sign language. So even if your mic is muted, this is sign language for applause. If you guys had a great time with that, let's see some applause. Michael, some applause. Teresa, she's like half applause. I'm making notes. Okay, she's with us. Thank you very much. Thank you for the applause. So look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 icebreakers that you can use at any time. Oh, I'm a genius. I feel great. I feel great. Okay, now I asked you to, thank you, Teresa. Now, I asked you to have a piece of paper. So I hope you have a piece of paper and a marker. And this one comes from my amazing friend. Her name is Kathy Armias. She was teaching this class in Hong Kong, right? And she asked, I'm going to do 2 words today. The first one is, what's one word that you're feeling about the impact of coronavirus? What's one word that you're feeling about the impact of coronavirus? Write it on a piece of paper and hold it up to the screen. Marek says surprise. Mitch says sad. Michael says amazed. Teresa says hopeful. I say anxiety. Roger says uncertain. Zeta says, oh, I think that's right. Ketty says gratitude. Oh, very good word. Marie says empathy. Great. Okay. Oh, and Teresa says resilient. Oh, home office. Zeta says home. I thought you said, oh. Okay. Now that we're going to do this one more time, take a fresh piece of paper with the backside. Come up with a single word to help us through this global pandemic that we're in right now. I'll say it again. Come up and write a single word to help us through this global pandemic we're in now. I said teamwork. Michael says resilient. Jocelyn says humankind. Teresa says kindness. Roger says positive. Ketty says collaboration. Zeta says vaccine. Smartest. Kita. Zeta wins. Mitch says gratitude. And Murag, I'm sorry, I missed your word. She said connect. Oh yeah, great word. Marie, did I see yours? Teresa says love. And close to the camera, kindness. Oh yes, Marie says kindness. Excellent. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, and Zeta says family. Great. So no, two things there, right? One is it makes great photos / videos. Number two, it allows you to assess a large group in a short amount of time. I know every time I see these, I'm like, oh, that's a good word. I didn't think about that, right? In fact, all right, the publisher of my book, I can't quite announce yet. I'm going to pre-announce that I'm very close to signing a deal to rewrite this book.
Yay!
Yeah, nice.
And I can tell you that I'm looking for people like you to bring me stuff that's tested. And if you do, you'll get a mention in my book. And I hope that you can be one of our team players to help spread the word and train people, really, too. I mean, I want this. I've always started this company to have an impact around the world. And I might actually be closer to it than I ever have been. I mean, I speak to 10 to 20,000 people around the world, but I haven't yet developed a gigantic network. I do have about 10 to 20 contractors. That's not enough. The world needs more of what we do. We need more people who are excited, who are grateful, who are ready to collaborate and not hoard toilet paper for crying out loud, right? So I hope that each of you use these skills for that. Anyway, so that is just one word. So let's see. Let me go back on my timer. Thank you so much. 12:26. Oh, I love this. So now we're going to do this. So we talked earlier about games, right? So I think we do have this game here. And this is one that we know. So I think you know traditional charades, right? So traditional charades is somebody has to act out something, right? And the rest of us are going to try and guess it. So who would like to be the actor this time? Hello, anyone? I need someone who can act out a word that everyone can guess. Teresa? I saw that half a hand. Here you go. You're stuck. Okay. So.
Is it one word or could it be multiple? Oh,
I'm gonna chat you privately one word.
Oh, you're gonna give it to me. Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, Teresa, let me know when you have the word. Okay, that's right. So now you're set. So you have up to 60 seconds to try and get people to guess this word, to say the word out loud. Everyone else can unmute or unmute when they try and guess. Teresa, your time begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Sneeze.
Mask.
COVID-19. Coronavirus.
Roger nailed it, everybody. Let's give a round of applause
Roger.
for Roger. That was see 05. That was like 12 seconds, Roger. Coronavirus. Okay, so now, right, we played this. How many who have ever played reverse charades?
Nope.
No.
Nobody?
Yeah.
No.
So here's the reason why I love reverse charades. This was given to me at one of the conferences, the value of us gathering together. And when I saw it, it is so amazing. So I'm going to do 3 words. So let's see. Roger. Okay, Roger, you need to turn your chat off. Okay, hide your chat window. When you hide your chat window, give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. So here's how reverse charades is. In the chat window, everyone needs to be looking at the chat window except Roger. And when I say go, everybody has to, again, charades is no talking, right? No, you can't write any words on paper or anything. You're trying to get Roger to say the word that we're gonna say, okay? So, and after that, Roger, you're gonna pick somebody else who's not you and not Teresa to go next. Okay, so there's a chat. If you see the word in the chat and understand what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Zita and Mitch, do you see? Okay, great. On 3, 2, 1, go.
Coronavirus, mask, COVID-19, my face mask.
She did it! Hey, face mask! Roger, pick another person.
Oh, I pick Zita.
Zita. Oh my gosh, Zita. Well, I hope your visual English is okay. Okay, so Zita, hide your chat window when your chat window is hidden. Okay, Roger, you can now look at your chat window. And remember, Zita, you're going to pick somebody else, but not Roger and Teresa, and so unfortunately you can't give it back. Okay, when you see the word, give me a thumbs up. See the word? Marie, do you see the word? Look in your chat window. Is that Ketty? Look in your chat window. Okay, Ketty, you got it? Oh, Morag's got a client meeting. Sad face. Okay, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Your heart. You cannot take air. You coughing. No, the air. Something with your heart. Your heart is aching. You have a heart attack. No. You're drinking a lot of water. I don't know what you're doing. As mask. Oxygen mask. No. Oxygen mask. You have to put it on your nose. No, I don't know.
20 seconds.
Breathe slowly. You can suffocating. I don't know. Completely.
I love that Marie's given up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I did not know the word myself,
2,
so I can imagine if you're
1.
not native English, it might be hard.
Okay, everyone unmute, and we're going to say the word on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Respirator.
Zita, do you know what a respirator is?
Respirator.
Yes, but I didn't know that's an English word. Okay.
This is great, Zita. Thank you so much for doing this, right? This is a challenge with this. And a lot of times, you know, I'll tell you how I used reverse charade once, which is it was somebody's birthday party and all the friends gave me all these statements or weird things that were related to the birthday person. And the birthday person had to sit there and had a room of people trying to act out this stuff from the past, right? So I'm sure this would be much easier in Hungarian, perhaps, Zita. But play this with your family. It's freaking hilarious. Zita, you get to pick the last person.
Oh, I want to see Marie. Marie, not from Amsterdam.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Marie.
think I have an issue because I always just see one video of the person who's talking. I don't see anyone else.
Oh, top right. Thank you for telling me that. On the top right, there's something that says change to gallery view. Try that and you should be able to see all 10 of us.
There was like a mosaics next to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
No?
Top right.
Yeah, top right.
Yeah.
Speaker view.
I'm joining through browser. Maybe that's different in the browser.
Oh, yeah, it is a browser. Okay, Marie, pick somebody else. I'm gonna save you because this word I'm gonna tell you is easy. Pick somebody else.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Teresa.
Teresa
Warnstaff.
Teresa Warnstaff. Okay, Teresa Warnstaff, turn your chat off. Tell me when you have your chat off. Yes, is your chat okay? Is you gone? Because I'm gonna chat. You get okay. So you're gonna guess. So do not look at the chat window. And now in the chat window, if you see the word,
Come now. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not
give me a
encouraging.
thumbs up. Okay, fine. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Speaker, drinking, happy hour, dying, medication, pill, antidote, vaccine, round pill, happy pill, glass of water, pill in the water, take medication. Oh yeah, this is hard.
And 3, 2, 1. Totally difficult.
Yeah.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah.
Right.
You're cruel, John.
I love my job. I love my job. Okay. Zita is at least laughing with me. Thank you so much. Kenny had to go to the bathroom. It's so bad. Okay. If you had fun with reverse charades, please wave your hands. There you go. Yeah, you can pick easy words or harder words. As you can tell, sometimes I pick harder words just because it's funnier. People struggle. Like we struggle. I can't believe Teresa though. She was on pills. I thought she could have gotten it. Right? You almost said pill, you almost said vaccine, and how'd you pronounce it? So anyways, you can make them around your company things. What's great around it is after you teach a session, like I could have done it around goals, rules, results, right? You like, people, you can reinforce your learning with it and keep people engaged. Excellent. So that's reverse charades. I think I'll make the words easier now, but might be the only group who will ever get hydroxychloroquine. I can't even say it. Okay, here you go. All right, so now I'm going to show you yes, no, asylum. I got to take my wig off too now because I'm actually getting hot in here because I'm having so much fun with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you the yes, no button. And obviously this is an easy way to do this, okay? So first go to manage participants and everyone please click the yes button. And if you see the manage participants, there'll be a green check mark. So Michael did it, Zita did it, Marie did it, Roger did it, Mitch did it, and Teresa Little, where are you at? Oh, okay, we got everyone. Okay, so now there's a nice part that says clear all. So I'm gonna ask you a very easy question. I'm asking you the question, I am learning. So if you are learning, click yes, and if you aren't learning anything, click no. Okay, Zita, are you learning or not? Okay, good. Okay, great. Now, open your chat window and I want you to ask this group a yes, no question. So you put it in the chat room and I'll control it, but I want to know. So this is a great way for you. And this is why I call this yes, no asylum. As you think about what the yes, no question you would like to ask this group. I have this theory and I'll say it again. If you want great engaging learning, let the inmates run the asylum. Let the inmates run the asylum. I'm always thinking about when can I give control back to you? I think many of you who are in Team Building 1, the quintessential moment is when I gave you A to Z and you're like, oh my God, he stopped talking. And we're in control, right? And so let the inmates run the asylum is really a critical piece in all the things that you learn. So now if you can finish hitting chat, so ask a yes, no question, right? Are you quarantined? Yes or no, right? Are you happy? Or yes or no? Are you a trainer? Yes or no? Do you get outside? Okay, great. So as we go through these, I'm gonna ask some of these and you can hit yes, no. If you're still chatting, it's okay. The first question is for Michael. Is it sunny where you are? Yes, today it's sunny for me. If it's not, click no. Kenny says no. Georgia, rainy. Marie, Amsterdam, rainy or something. We had hail last night. Man, that was exciting. Roger, Jocelyn. So I'm looking for yes, no's for is it sunny where you're at? Roger, sunny. Zita, sunny or not sunny? You click yes or no. So I clear it and say yes or no. There you go, there you no. Okay, and look over here, you can't see it in my window. Here, let me see if I can take a screenshot of it for you and I'll share with you later. But in your participant window, you may not see it, but I see it. I get a number, which is great, which says, I can see this is 6 to 4, okay? Okay, the next question is, do you get outside in nature every day? Yes or no? Do you get outside in nature every day? Ketty, Michael, and myself, sometimes we're homebound, which is we don't get out enough. Last time I went out too, I almost froze my ass off. Whoops, did I say that?
Yeah.
So, okay, great.
We have martial law. We cannot go out.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ketty from Georgia, the country, asks, are you a trainer? Yes or no? Yes, I am. Mitch says yes. Jocelyn says no. Wow, 50-50. So 50-50 trainers. I did not expect that. Thank you so much. Do you exercise daily? Yes or no? I want to. Does that count? No. I'm trying to change my schedule to do that. So 70% of the people say yes to that. This is great. We have 10, so I can actually do the math. Okay. Are you drinking more wine than usual? Says Jesselyn. Hell yeah. Oh, it's terrible too. We got a housemate who gets supplied wine for charity auctions, and we kind of drink the angel share a lot. It's great. Okay, last one. Here we go. I know I didn't get on. Oh, this is a good one. Are you alone at home? Are you alone at home? Wow. Teresa, Mitch? I think that's a thumbs down. I guess that's a no. Okay, great. Interesting around that. And again, back to that important part. Reach out to your friends, especially if you know they're home alone, right? Because you want to check in with them, and especially your introverted friends who are home alone and they can go down the dark swirl by themselves. You know, that's if you want any gift out of that, is pick up the phone or schedule a Zoom with somebody who's there, because this connection, we're humans, we all need it eventually, and it's very easy to just say, oh, I really don't want the connection. Okay, so that's.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
so,
go ahead.
I've been making a bunch of short videos for people in a pandemic, and one of the things that I released yesterday was we have to think about becoming the grateful. So instead of just practicing gratefuls, which is amazing and we all should do, but we should be thinking about how to become the grateful in other people's lives. So who are the people that are alone? Who are the people who are not alone and are in a worse situation because of that? Like some people are in with other people and it's worse, right? So how do you, right? Like, I mean, that's the reality. How do you help the people? How do you become a grateful in other people's lives, right?
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Roger. Yeah, my friend Kathy Armias put out something and she coined the term social padding. Social padding is the padding that you have that your friends and family and children give you, right? To help you get through challenging times. Social padding. This is why we network, because networking gives you more social padding, right? Like, you know, in this case, I don't feel lonely. In fact, I probably talk to more people online than I do in face-to-face because they're too busy, right? But now that their time is free, I've gotten a chance to connect with them because I have so much social padding. They know me and I know them, and they're open to a conversation. You know, without that, I know this pandemic would be a lot harder for me. Thank you so much. So now the next piece here is I'm going to show you slower or faster. Hold on, I got to take a time check here. 12:42. Sorry, I can't type and hold my book at the same time. I know, no apology zone. I also have a no apology zone. Okay, great, we're on track. So find the faster and slower button and click slower. I'm gonna read you a passage from my book. Click slower if you want me to go slower, and the blue to go faster. So I'm gonna try and watch these as we go along. Okay, this is about a facilitator debrief, right? The final step is take a few minutes to reflect and write down your and your team's pluses and deltas. Pluses are the things that are, oh, go slower, okay. Pluses are the things that went great during the training, whereas deltas are potential areas of improvements, ways to make this training even better the next time that you do it. This simple practice will make your training session better, and after 100 meetings, all your incremental improvements will make you a seasoned expert. Award-winning customer service trainer Pete Weinmiller says, it's not doing one thing 100% better that makes the difference. It's about doing 100 things 1% better. Excellent. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, you people found the thumbs up button too. I got 3 go fasters and 3 thumbs up. So the slower faster is a great piece to introduce to your groups, and especially for those of you, I think Roger's one of them. Those of you who get excited and love to talk fast, right? And it really, I have trained and talked with multiple multicultural and multinational groups, and quite often I get the feedback, John, you're great, but God, if you could just slow down, the people from Asia would love you even more, right? And so it's great to have people from Amsterdam and Hungary, and again, you can be from the US, right? It's just like that space that I was speaking at actually occurred in a conference where one of my friends, Joan Eisenstadt, was a senior trainer, and she just, her mind exploded, and not in a good way, because she goes, she wanted the information. It was around ADA, right? And she's a super ADA advocate. So she was passionate about the material, and she was so turned off because the trainer wasn't watching the audience, wasn't able to adjust. And so, and when we're face to face, we can see this, right? We can see that like people pick up their phones or they start tuning out. And online, it's a little hard to see if we're tuning out. So you can use this here if you introduce it and say, I understand, I don't know you very well as a group, so if you want me to go faster or slower, just click the buttons. Okay. And then it's hard. You're presenting and you're trying to have to keep an eye on it, but it's like the audience. Okay, so that's faster, slower. Yes, no, asylum. We did faster, slower. Okay, now we're to reactions. So reactions. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things. So make sure you go onto your bar, right? And you're going to look for the reactions button. Some people have already found it. There's the clap applause, and then there's the thumbs up. These are really cool too, because you see what they look like on the screen, they're hilarious. So the applause today is going to be, I think this is funny. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things. And then the thumbs up is, I agree with this statement. And if you don't have any reaction, you can clear your reaction and don't say anything. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Oh, I got to stay shared. So we're going to stay shared. And now I'm going to show you a couple things. Here we go. What do you think about this? Mitch thinks it's funny. Teresa says thumbs up. Michael says thumbs up. Michael, try to find the button though on here. There should be something that says reactions. No? That's one of the, if it's not there too, upgrade your Zoom client after this meeting, Michael. It's quite often that I had an old version of Zooms and breakout meetings as a control was not there. Okay.
It's on there, Michael, if you just look under the More button. So the More button has thumbs up, thumbs down, applause.
I don't have a More button. Where at the bottom, you mean? I have invite.
Participation list.
Share, chat, record. That's all I have.
And the bottom of the participant?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Roger and Michael, you can look afterwards too. Roger, you need to look at his computer or have him share a screen. Okay, anyways, this is from a group that I have. Hold on a sec. Actually, I have to get the name of the group. Let's see. The name of this group is called My Friend Rachel Hillman, after a very difficult night of dealing coronavirus, had inadvertently created a Facebook group. And the Facebook group is called May Everything That Hurts You Also Be a Little Bit Funny. And let me tell you, I think I could run an entire 60-minute comedy show just showing the stuff that is curated on this list. If you'd like to be joined to it, just let me know. Okay, so that's reaction. Okay, now next set of reactions is to this one. Saw my neighbor Tammy out early this morning, scraping the "My kid is a terrific student" off her minivan. Guess that first week of homeschooling didn't go well. Again, applause if you think it's funny. Thumbs up if you agree. Applause for Mitch, Teresa, Michael, Zita. Zeti is like, what are you doing, John? I don't understand. Oh, there you go. There's the thumbs up. Marie is like, I don't have kids. Okay, great. Here's the last one. What's your reaction to this? Teresa is like, where the hell is the hell no button? I want to hell no. I'm not hell. Nah. Kennedy says applause. Okay, this is very funny because these are real shots of people shopping across the country in the United States. So Georgia and Hungary and Amsterdam, just be happy you're in Georgia, Hungary, and Amsterdam, and not in our freaking United States, because this is what we get, right? Look at this. This guy's duct tape bags. I think these look like old toilet paper wrappings here. This is a garbage bag. These are our wash gloves, and this is my favorite. Like, yeah, this guy thinks this is actually saving him, but unless he has an N95 mask underneath this bag is not going to save him. He's just going to flat out die, right? And I hope it's a he, right? Although, I don't know. It's probably a he because it's that dumb. That's what it is. All right, so there we go. So that's how you can train people in reactions, is put some funny stuff up. And then later on, right, you can do applause or thumbs up. But as you can see with Michael, right, I don't know. I think the human version is actually better than this. So we'll have to see how this goes along. I would love to hear your adoption of each of these. Okay, now we're actually going to do a real team building initiative. And this one is around problem solving. So now that we've done a lot of icebreakers and energizers, I want for you to also think about, like, in sequence, right? Think about what you think about in training. So what I mean by that is, think about the things where you don't give the hardest problem up front, right? I don't give you hydroxychloroquine as the first thing, right? I gave you face mask. And so in training, you want people to have little bits of success, unless, right, there are times when I've seen in training where they put the hardest initiative first and the group fails, and then they get depressed a little bit. But what happens is that they did that on purpose, because then all day long, all they did was build on the skills that they saw from the first initiative, and then the group ended on a high note at the end. Anyways, I want you to, if you are delivering virtual team building, think about your goal and sequence or syntax things so that they help you. So now that I've been online with you, you've been icebreak, you know each other, you're energized, we're going to play some creativity. So I'm going to draw you something, and then you can move any one of the bars. So you can move any one of the bars to make both sides of this equation equal. Give me a second, and while I do it. So I just want to know that equal sign bars cannot move, and you'll have, you want to create the maximum number of solutions in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So as I'm drawing this, do you have any questions?
We can talk, we can do whatever we want to help coordinate.
Yes, I did. For once, I did not silence you as usual, because man, what a handicap that was, right? Okay, so, so it looks like this, I got to draw a line. Okay, so this, 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 and this. Okay, so I'm going to move my screen over here. And now I'm going to enable remote control, auto accept all requests. So anybody who clicks on the screen, oh, wait, let me select the selection tool. So you're not going to draw, but you see the selection tool allows you to select one of these pieces and then move the line around. So the rules again are move one line from this diagram to make this equation equal or true. So you have 5 minutes. It is currently 12:52. I will end at 12:57. You feel free.
One line.
So we can move one line anywhere on the equation? Is that the idea? Or to the other side?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just can't move the two equal signs. The equal signs have to stay there, and you have to make the equation valid, right? Because right now it's not valid. This says 1 = 7, and we know that's not true.
But how many moves can we do?
You can only move one line.
So if we move one line, it's 11 = 6. How would we do that? Moving the V doesn't help, right? Like the V is, is the V one line or two lines?
Two lines, good question.
Yeah. If we will have 1 is less than 7?
One is, you mean like make the equal a different thing?
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you move it and try it?
I don't know. It's only 1. We can move only 1, or we can move 2 parts.
1. And the V counts as 2.
Yes.
So every solution, you're trying to get the maximum number of solutions, okay? So, but every time you have to start here and then move one line, okay?
3 equals 6, 5. If we move that line, if we move the V. Okay, so someone should take control and start moving things around.
But maybe we are still thinking. So I'm still thinking.
Okay, wait, let's move it. I'm moving offline.
Roger's going analog.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I will go to.
Remember, we're in coronavirus times, right? You got to think out of the box. This is about problem solving in ways we've never problem solved before. That's why this is so valuable.
You can move one line.
Yes, 3 minutes remaining.
So can I have the, so if I want to move this, how do I move it?
Move your mouse, click once on the chart.
I did.
And move the mouse.
Oh, wait. Go back to.
Did I get remote control turned on? Here, I'm going to give it to you, Mitch.
Yeah.
There you go. Now try.
What do you want to move?
I don't know. Like what about if we make another V on the other side? Does that doesn't help? That's just V equals.
That's 5 equals 6.
Yeah. V.
I mean, there is like
maybe it's not 1, maybe it's I.
I equals.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I'm just thinking.
What happens if we turn the line sideways?
I mean, what the letters we have in the Roman numbers is the I, the V, the X, the M,
Yeah.
the C, and the L.
Yeah. Oh, L. L is 50.
Yeah.
L equals 6. V.
And we can move only one bar?
Yeah.
90 seconds remaining.
Oh, I know. Stick it in on top of the equal sign. So it's like a non-equal sign.
There you go.
Okay. Yes, that's the only good solution.
Right, like, so, whichever one.
Okay, good.
I don't know how to do that.
No, you need to take the last one, last bar.
I think at this case you can.
Yeah, that one.
And then put it through the equal sign.
Yeah.
Diagonal.
And a little diagonal. Can we make it diagonal?
That's one, Mitch, and you can move it back to its original location. Thank you.
We got one.
You guys have 45 seconds remaining.
Oh no.
There you go. 2.
Okay.
Is it valid?
30 seconds.
Plus equals V. No, V1 equals V plus. Oh, what about making the V a 4? Can we do that? No, that doesn't make a difference. Like putting it in front of the V is 4.
But then you have one end next to it.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up.
We got one.
You guys are the first. You are the high score on the leaderboard.
With our 1.
Because you're the only one who's ever played this so far. I played this on other places here like this. So let me just share. Hold on a sec. Stop share. So let me give you. I want you to be thinking about stuff from the debrief, right? So I'm about to put you in breakout groups, but I'm going to show you some of the solutions. But I want you to remember, right? You're going through those questions. What was happening with me, right? So, and what do you think was happening with the group? And what can we do with that, right? So I want you to just be thinking about this. You're going to discuss this with with some people here in just a second. So let me do this. So let me open your mind because we want to do this. Here are some solutions. You move a bar and you turn it into the square root. The square root of 1 is 1.
All right.
The next one is you move one of the bars from the V and it turns it into a multiplication sign. 1 equals 1 times 1.
Oh, I hate you, John.
This one is talked about. Somebody had it. Ketty was onto something. She said maybe the one's an I. You think in Roman numerals, 1 equals 2 minus 1. You could rotate the lines, by the way.
2 minus 1. I see. I see what you mean.
You can make the V into a 0 by making it a triangle. So 1 equals 0, 1. Right? Watch as your mind, hopefully mind blown. Right? Think about what you're not thinking about.
Yeah.
And what restrictions. All I've seen is I didn't give any rules against doing this. So what I'd like to tell people, there are hard rules. You can't move the equal signs. But they're the soft rules. Those are the ones in your mind that prevent you from creating solutions that are in front of your face. Oh, you move this around and it equals nil, N-I-L. Nil equals 0. That's valid. Move to the X. You know what? Roger had that. He said, make a V. If it was close, he said, make an X.
X equals.
Oh, X equals 3. Wait a minute. Oh, I know why this one works. X couldn't equal anything. So you turned it into a polynomial style equation of which, whatever geometry, somebody math.
Y equals 4, X equals 3.
7 equals 7. So Roman numeral, and you bend one of the numbers. That's 7 equals 7. And last, you can move one of the lines to the other side. Now 2, Roman numeral 2 equals 2.
I don't know how is that.
Yeah, I didn't get that last one.
So
Yeah,
what? Oh, you have to move one of the lines.
They put up top of each other.
Yeah.
But then they moved it twice because you were allowed to have only one move.
We'll have to go review that one. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm moving through problem solving, and I'm going to now show you polling because I kind of want to know where people are at, so that I want to take you the context of this problem solving, and I want you guys to have a discussion to bring back what are ways that we can help bring solutions, right, to the problems that we're facing with coronavirus. So I'm going to launch a poll, and the first poll is, which of these 8 negative emotions have you felt in the past week? We have anger, annoyance. You can choose more than one. Can you guys see the poll or not see the poll? Is that a no, Sita? Oh, hold on a sec.
I can see it.
Hold on. I'm going to end the poll and I'm going to stop the share, and maybe it'll make it easier. Let's look again. Okay, now let's try. So Zita, if you can't see it.
No, I can't see any positive there.
Okay, that's okay. Let's get the people who can see the poll. If you can see the poll, give me a thumbs up. There's one. I see somebody thumbed up. So you can just do that. Zita, I'll help you out and restate them. Anger, annoyance, sadness, guilt, fear, discouragement, apathy, which I typoed, disappointment, just to make sure you're checking. So Zita, you can just chat me any of those if you've been filling those in the last week.
I saw the questionnaire and everything. I just didn't feel any of this.
Oh, okay, you're fine. That's fine. Congratulations. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what we have. So now I just click share on my side, and now you can see, right? So what do you, tell me some comments about what do you think that you see from this poll result? Anybody?
It's quite interesting that no one chose discouragement and despair, which is probably like the lowest of the choices.
Thank you for that. And Roger, I chose these specifically because I actually have an article that I'm going to send you that's along with this about what to do if you are feeling these emotions. And it may not be helping you, but it could be helping someone you know, right? Who may or may have a little less emotional control than some of us on here. Okay, great. So then I'm going to stop sharing the results, and I'm going to do one more poll. This poll is, let's watch this. When do you think the coronavirus is going to end? So in this case, I specifically said the US. I apologize for my other countries. I just wanted a marker. When do you think the entire US will be able to return to normal going out, meeting, conducting businessy thing? Okay, May 2020, August 2020, Who else? September 2020. We only have 3 votes. If you can vote, please vote. Even Zita can vote on this one. June. Is everyone gonna pick one? It's like this is like a. I feel like this is like a you buy squares in gambling for football. Ooh, there's one down there. June 2021. We have 5. If you haven't voted yet, Michael says October. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the control. That's fine. That's 6. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to finish clicking a button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, end polling. I'm going to share the results. So you should be able to see these results here. People, September 2020 is the one with the most votes. You can see a grouping in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and you can definitely see a pseudo outlier here in June 2021. Remember this, because none of us know when we're going to get out, right? And so let's see what reality is going to be. I have this going as a Facebook poll, and I have over 200 answers now. And I'm going to, hopefully at some point, maybe if I get a minute, put them all into Excel and statistically map them out so you could see a chart of the grouping of what people think, and then compare it to reality. So there we go. So, oops, did I stop sharing the results? Is that correct? Nobody can see the results? So I'm going to do this last part. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to send you into a breakout. And I want you to take the experience for the last couple of things that we did. So when I break you into groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to break you into groups of 3. So 3 groups of 3. I'm going to come in and probably drop into each one of them. Establish a facilitator when you get in the room. And that facilitator, your job is just make sure that everyone speaks at least once. Actually, you're going to have a total of 6 minutes. So you can allocate 2 minutes per person. So it's 5 minutes plus 1. Well, as soon as at 5 minutes, I'll end the room and it'll give you a 60-second counter. Choose a different person to report out after the breakout. So for instance, if Roger is the facilitator, then Mitch or somebody else has to be the person to report out. Brainstorm ideas about how to build your teams virtually for 5 minutes, okay? So you saw the challenges of problem solving online or working together as a team. So I want you now to just brainstorm for, again, a total of 5 + 1 minutes, and enjoy that conversation, and then be ready to share with the rest of us. Does anybody have any questions? And for those of you who've never used breakout rooms, wait for the magic. Okay, your 5-minute timer begins now.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So who wants to start? Who's going to be our organizer and who is going to represent the information? Why don't I be the organizer?
Sure. Are we waiting for another person? It was group of 5, right?
3.
3.
Yeah.
5?
Oh, never mind.
3.
I get 3 people.
Yep. So what are some of the tools, Juliana and Marie, that you use for building teams? Juliana, you want to go first?
Usually or at the moment? Well, usually we have frequent meetings to make sure we are aligned and setting the goals and everything. But now things are quite hectic, so we're trying to find a new routine to make things.
Marie, do you have any solutions?
Well, we as a team, I think we're still trying to sort of organize ourselves. So we do within our smaller team, we have a daily check-in every morning, where first we more or less solely focused on work. Whereas then I now also wanted to introduce the more how is everyone feeling aspect. Like also like because we have a lot of people from different countries, nationalities, also like how are their families back home, like just overall how they're dealing with the situation. And then like in our bigger team, we have a big meeting on Mondays, like to sort of start off the week, but that's also more work talk rather than like talking about emotions.
Okay, great. So I actually wrote an article about this, and I'll share a little bit about what I have found has
John is doing a fun webinar to teach the platform that you're using, to me is a really smart way of building up a team, right? Like, because through the process of this, I mean, think about how much we've become a team, you know, in the last hour, right? And we don't know each other at all. So I think that that alone is a great idea, just to teach through fun the platform itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that, well, first of all, you know, all these things that John presented to us today, I never knew you could do. So I'm sure I'll be doing those. Two things that I'm planning on doing is, I do a lot of improvisational theater. We do this thing called Zip Zap Zop. And I know John taught the thing, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G thing in the first one. I was thinking about, see if I could do Zip Zap Zop with my team. Because I do Zip Zap Zop with them live and see if they can do it virtually. The other thing we're doing is, I'm just arranging it right now, is we're going to do a meditation. There's a good friend of mine who is a Deepak Chopra certified meditation instructor. And we're actually putting together a meditation next week for a team of 40 to do, because that you could do virtually, right?
Totally.
The only other things I'm thinking about is, you know, I think John and I talked about this is, yeah. Oh, I have a bunch of trainings, and I'm trying to figure out what would I send, instead of like a training where you usually show up and go blah, 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 and then leave. I'm trying to think about what would I send them out ahead of time to get them prepared.
Yeah.
And yes, John.
Engagement and leadership development. Hi, Chen. Or John, sorry, John. Yeah. So if I understood correctly, then this is it.
Good. So I guess I can throw a couple things on the list then. So what I found is that the first thing is to create the virtual team meeting. You have to realize that people don't know how to do this. That, you know, that's the first challenge, is that we're so used to communicating via phone or in person that it's changed, right? So we have to learn the basics. So the basics are far more important than they used to be, where you just pick up the phone or you just call someone into your office and you then have a conversation and you can see everybody and communicate, and you get used to how to do it. So for me, that's, you know, if you're going to create a virtual team meeting, I think we have 58 seconds. We have to work on the basics, which is what you said, Teresa, I mean, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think even John covered that last week too. Like, they didn't get that framework, that the basics and the practical things that you still need to get work done. So it's how do you establish the goals, the rhythm, the, you know, rules, and to get results. And then there's the added part of how do you create additional engagement on top of that.
Excellent. I got a bunch of good notes. We're going to rock this one.
Remember, when you go back into the room, right, make some ridiculous pose, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forgot that.
We have 17 seconds. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. So, hey, John, you can get in and out of you just, as the moderator, you can just put yourself into every group?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that cool? Okay. It's like me walking around the room.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
So we have to.
Funny face. Hey, we're back, everybody.
Hey, John.
For those who didn't remember, right, we're supposed to come back from the breakout in the pose. I think it's the greatest opportunity because your screen goes from nothing to like, when you have like 25 screens and people in all ridiculous poses. It's hilarious. Okay. More importantly, now I have 3 breakout rooms, and it's really cool, right? I'm actually able to drop into every breakout room for 2 minutes and kind of like listen in on the conversation and ensure that breakout is going smoothly, because otherwise I could step in and help the facilitator out. But let's hear 3 things. So who are my 3 people who are going to report out?
Hey, we lost Zita.
Roger, Michael, and who's the other reporter?
Me, but we lost Zita.
Marie,
There are 3 breakout groups though, right?
Yes.
Who's
Okay.
the 3rd reporter?
Marie is.
Oh, Marie. Oh, sorry. Okay, Merck. There we go. Okay. All right. Marie, would you like to go first or last to Amsterdam? I'll give you the option.
Then I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about the things. First of all, like the challenges we face at the moment, and then like some ideas or like just what to think about. So we concluded like rather to focus on goals than tasks. So basically, like come up with the goal all together, and then give the opportunity to the team to set up the task themselves and get active. So that the daily meetings are a good opportunity, especially for project-focused teams, and that like the more, let's say, emotional part, or like the team leads should do like in a one-on-one, like where it's more talking about like personal feelings as well, because a lot of the meetings are very related. So to sort of like keep the human factor. Teresa also wrote an article about it, and maybe she can share it as well. But she also like said like to just establish some rules like kindness, compassion, complaining after the meeting rather than during the meeting or in like breakout sessions, to not like do personal comments. Always set a specific agenda, ensure that people can easily communicate with each other and have the right tools in place. But also to like just check with people if they have everything they need, like sunlight, some like fresh air every now and then, like just the things that yeah, we just need besides work.
Marie, I want to work on your team now. Listen to all that she put in there. I just want to highlight one of those key items too. I don't know if you got it from my meeting, you're already doing it, but that daily check-in with your team, even if it's 5 minutes, I just think that's critical. And I'm going to compliment you for doing that, or whoever's idea that was. So thank you for sharing, Marie. Who do you want to go next? Do you want Roger or Michael to go?
Roger.
Awesome choice. Awesome choice. Okay, so we talked about a bunch of different things. So first of all, the idea of having a bar, like a happy hour bar, Ketty has a bar called Quarantine that they all meet at, and they have to dress up and they have to drink, and this is really important, I think, they have to make toasts. So everyone has to make, I guess, at least one toast, and toast can be anything. It could be a story, a poem, it could be how you're feeling, but I was thinking it's celebratory. Like this is a really exciting, like, you know, to be like, we're celebrating even in the midst of social distance. Mitch was talking about Zip, Zap, Zop, and he wants to try to use improv games that he usually uses as a trainer to see what they're like online. And I think that's a really interesting idea. I'm an improviser as well. I love that idea. We talked about a meditation, potentially having a meditation where everyone is taught meditation and they do it together. We talked about flipping the classroom. Yeah. We talked about flipping the classroom. So this is Mitch's idea, which was instead of having people arrive and do the training like normal, which we can't do, what you do is you send them the information in advance. They watch your video, they read the article, whatever it is, and then when they get together, instead of you sharing the information, what you do is you talk about the information. This is a really big thing in schools now, because it really pushes everyone to interact, and you learn things when you say things in your own words, right? Yeah, Mitch, that was Mitch. Awesome. And Mitch was thinking about how to make training more interactive while we're, you know, how do you do that when we're in this Katie came up with cooking together, that they're doing cooking, so that she's teaching people Georgian cooking. So, you know, people would join up. I think that's super smart.
I'm in.
I really love the idea of breakout rooms. I think putting a breakout room early in a session so that people aren't seeing 20 people or even 7 people, but rather they're having conversations with 1 or 2, to me is a really important way of building teams. And then I just think that we should be doing what John is doing. Like literally every team should be creating a fun webinar to teach their platform. So they should be hiring John or me or people like us to be going, hey, we can help you through this process, learn what you need to learn, but also bind your team together and bond your team. So those were our ideas.
Roger, thank you so much for sharing and super cool ideas. And I'm serious, we're building a new community. We would have never met. Like, I feel like, you know, like Lost, the television show, like we all plane wrecked on an island, but the island is Zoom, right? And we could really learn from each other. Like it would fill my heart with joy to learn Georgia cooking with Ketty, right? I mean, when would I be able to do that? It's so cool. So thank you for that, Roger. Let's go to Michael.
Well, we had every single thing that those 2 people in front of us said already. So you just check mark everything that they said. We said the same things.
Oh, good. Then you're going to allow me to finish on time.
No, actually, we had a couple more too.
Oh, there it is. He held out. I knew he did.
Actually, we took a viewpoint of more, a larger viewpoint looking down and hitting the same type of things, though, making sure that the sessions are clear with tactical ideas and skills so that when people are done, they can leave with actually how-tos, how to run meetings, how to make progress. The one big thing that we wanted to add in ours was to make sure that you had engagement, and that at the end of it and during it, that there's engagement so that we're not lecturing, we're not just talking to people, that everyone's engaging, and the breakout ideas are a fabulous idea.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Now, Michael. Okay, let's give all our 3 presenters a round of applause. Thank you very much. Juliana, no pressure. Okay, great. All right, so see that's another key piece here. Remember that the word facilitation, its base of its word means to make easier, right? And to make easier is to make this transition to this new foreign land called video conference land, right? Easier. And you saw how I'm able to do that, right? You just now participated in 80 freaking minutes of team building. And what I love, someone told me in my last session, the quote was, oh my God, John, I feel more energized rather than less energized after being on a 60-minute video call. And I'm like, that's my hope. And it's my hope that you're doing that. No, this world doesn't need more suffering. It needs more greatness. It needs more fun. It needs more happiness. It needs more collaboration. And more importantly, it needs more solutions. So, and that's really where I'm going to end this piece here today. We're coming into the close, so let's finish it out. I'm so glad that you love breakout. Breakouts is one of the coolest things. I just want to show you my upgrade to the participation map. Look, I have this, right? And now what I've done is I took all the team building initiatives that I had and I put them up here with time marks. The actual time, it will tell me the difference. It will tell me if I'm on track, ahead, or behind. It will tell me if I can slow up or speed up or slow down. And it'll tell me, do I need to cut something to make time? Because my brand promise to you is I'm working hard every session to try and end on time because we all got stuff to do. So as we go through the last 8 minutes, that's my upgrade to the participation map is timing marks. And it really made a big difference. But I'm leaving you with this message. We will succeed. And the only way we're going to do it is teamwork. You may not have the ability to create the vaccine, but you do have the ability to help your community. And I want to give you hope. This is an article that King County says that social distancing is slowing down its coronavirus outbreak. We were one of the first in the country because it broke out here in Kirkland, Washington. And so we locked it down before anybody else. And the leadership did it without having somebody else above them tell them to do it. They did it because they felt like it was the right thing to do given all the science and information that they had. And that's the one thing we hope we as leaders do. Make great decisions with the best information that we have at the time. It's imperfect. You're probably going to make some mistakes, but I think if you do them with integrity, most people will have a lot of lightness for you as a leader, even if you did make a mistake. And here's the proof. We used to be #1. We used to be the #1 city or the #1 state with confirmed cases. And look at us now. Washington moved from 1st to 8th. And we continue to drop in this ranked. And if you look at the ones at the top, you might know some of the stories that are happening around there. And it's got to be tough. New York has got to be the toughest, one of the most densely populated areas. I have a friend on quarantine because she was exposed to somebody. Luckily, I believe she's almost to her 14 days, and hopefully she tests negative. But each of your communities needs to do its part to stay safe so that we can do this. And I'm just showing you there's hope that at least what we're doing here in Washington is working. Even if we don't understand everything that's going on, all we care about is that big R at the end, results. So we're to the end of Virtual Team Building 2. It's very sad, but I'm very happy, right? And I'm gonna do a couple new things. You're the first that's gonna get invited to the Virtual Team Building Facebook group. This is a Facebook group where I want this conversation to go on, and I want to put your initiatives you give me in my book, all right? I want you to be having success. I want you to innovate, right? And I want you to share the things that are happening. So that's the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, let me know if there's interest in a LinkedIn or some other group, but this Facebook group is the place where I'll be placing quite a bit of energy, and I hope a community, right, is there. I already have 50 really amazing people who care about team building there. You're also going to get an invitation to Virtual Team Building 3.
Yes!
The sequel. Okay, so Virtual Team Building 3. Hopefully I delivered what you guys have no idea. You guys completed 15 team building initiatives in 90 minutes. That's cray-cray, right? So if you want more of that, of course, if you got value, keep sharing this. It's the only way they're going on. I still am not charging for it, but I am finding ways to support myself through educating people every day. And it's definitely one of the main things that makes me wake up and feel like I'm giving purpose every day. You have no idea. There's been like at least 50 or more people watching on Facebook Live what we're doing. And they're like, what the hell's going on, Mr. Chen? So the last way we're going to do is we're going to close with an exercise now. It's slightly different than last word. This was given to me.
John, before you do that, can I ask a question and maybe say a comment? I don't mean to hold you up from ending on time, but I just wanted to comment to what you said right there. Like, as I know most of us maybe on the call are facilitators, trainers, we sit in that space. So I know people at my organization are looking at me to develop the how do you lead virtually and how do you have these conversations and what do we need to do to be effective in these moments. And so I actually wanted to just thank you for these sessions because I see them as development for me, where most of the time people are looking to me for that development. So thank you for giving your time and putting your efforts into this because I see it as my own development. And I do see it as the bright spot of my day where I know I'm going to have a little bit of fun. And I felt like I've made friends in this room, like Michael and Roger were in my last session. I hope to see you all in number 3 because I'm actually looking forward to this now. It is a bright spot in my day. So thanks, John.
So perfect, Teresa. Why don't you continue on? And so the exercises here is called I Commit. It was given to me to Dr. Simon Priest as one of the greatest ways to close a program is to ask people, what do you commit to do based with all this knowledge that I gave you now, right? You can think of a lot of things that you want to do, but what do you commit to do? And I'd love to hear your story about implementing it in the future. So Teresa, what's one thing that you commit to do with the knowledge that you gain? I think you might have already said it.
I commit to pass it along. That's on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Teresa. Who'd like to go next? Let's go to Michael.
Well, Roger is in the middle of making a YouTube channel with gratefuls and videos on how to take this forward. And so I commit to helping Roger commit to continuing that channel because the feedback we've had from people is amazing, that the feedback's been amazing. So I commit to that.
Love it. Send me the channel, please, Michael and Roger. Who'd like to go next? Let's go to Mitch. And then
I'm actually leading a strategy retreat tomorrow for a big, huge company. I know. We're going to be doing all this stuff throughout the session to keep it light and fun.
Mitch, that's what the greatest trainers do, right? Mitch is going to rewrite at least a portion of his things going, oh, I got to put this here and this here. And this is what great trainers do. right, is add new material on the fly. So it's like the latest that you could get. Let's go to Teresa, Warren, Steph.
I am going to empower people with information and be a resource to help people thrive in this environment.
Thank you so much, Teresa. I can't wait to see how you do it. You've been gathering a lot. I know it's going to come out if it's not already coming out. Thank you so much, Teresa. Who else would like to go? Let's go to Zita.
I am also committing to passing the information on. I already passed it on last week to our talent development department. So I hope they have the buy-in to develop in the virtual team building direction, because all the companies are working remotely now. And I am not a trainer, but I would like to play a few of these games within my little team what we had. So I want to practice it that way as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Zita. I'm going to just give you like the one tiny English lesson, which is I'm not a trainer yet, right? Say it with me. You have to unmute.
Yet.
Yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. Add the word and yet to virtually anything you say, right? Right. I'm not a race car driver yet, right? That just gives you the opportunity to do it. You can choose. Let's go to Kelly.
First of all, thank you very much. And in next 7 days, I was just counting now. I think I will have more than 300 people I will be working with, not at same time, but in 7 days. So I was thinking that, of course, I will be using what you were teaching us, but to help you a little bit further and ask everybody, I will ask my youth group, I'm working 4 years with them, that we will have same kind of brainstorming that you were doing. So maybe we will have some new and interesting ideas we will share with you.
Thank you so much, Katie. And that reminds me too, yeah, people have been passing us on, and I've actually had almost entire sessions with like 6 to 8 teammates from the same company. So that, that passing along is really, really helpful, even if you're doing the passing along. Thank you, Katie. Who else would like to go?
I'll go.
Oh, Roger, yes.
So I commit to coming to virtual team building number 3. And I commit to, so last week after going through virtual team building 1, I made a side channel with my videos, and I started a leader channel about how to set up your office for powerful video communication. So I commit to taking some of these lessons and putting it into my next week's videos as well, to talk about how to build this virtual energy.
Virtual energy. Oh my gosh, you might better trademark that quickly, Roger. I love that. Oh, look at Zita. Zita's like, yeah, I'm in for that. Okay, great. Who else would like to go? Because I'm watching.
Oh, can I say one more thing? Juliana, I haven't said hi. We haven't said hi. You just popped in at some point. Hello.
Juliana, do you want to comment on what you've seen?
I'm feeling the pressure. Okay, and well, I commit to make sure that those virtual meetings can be more interactive and not boring. I don't know, you're probably feeling the same thing, but here in Brazil, people are doing lives day in and day out, 10 times a day, and nobody can stand anymore lives. So I want to make sure that we can have meetings with more interaction, fun.
Thank you, Juliana. And that leaves us Marie. Right? Or did Marie already go? Did I miss this?
No, I didn't.
Look at me, I'm a tracker. Okay, go ahead, Marie.
I definitely also commit to joining the 3rd session, and I definitely want to get some of the energizers into our daily routines, to just bring a little bit of fun back into everyone's life, because I feel it's very business at the moment. So everyone's just working, taking care of the kids, working. So just to bring back a little bit of sparkle.
Thank you so much, Marie. I can't wait to send us some pictures of bicycling in Amsterdam. We all wish we could be there with you. even if it's raining, we don't really care. So thankful for this session. Thank you for changing your caption. Hey, it's 1:33. Let's finish this on time. And Mitch, yay! Oh my gosh, you guys. This is something that we do in Geoteaming. We're gonna put hands in, right? And on 3, we're gonna say virtual team building, right? So you're gonna put your hands in and then wave your hand up on 3. So let's see, hands in, Juliana. Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Virtual team building.
Team building.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. You'll get an email with all of the reviews. If you'd like to stay, I'll be up here for 30 minutes for any additional Q&A. But thanks you again for everybody who tuned in. We'll see you next time.